Everything changed. 90-day fiancé. Why Shikina and Sarper's marriage fell apart in 4 months. Shikina Garner and Sarper Güven's betting on 90-day fiancé did not have a happily ever after ending for the couple. Shikina and Sarper were first seen in The Other Way Season 5, in which the Los Angeles-based single mom traveled to Turkey to live with Sarper. Shikina had met Sarper on a dating app and became his first girlfriend, despite Sarper being 45 years old. Sarper had been married in the past, but he'd never been serious about any woman until he crossed paths with Shikina. Meanwhile, she helped Sarper erase his bad boy past. Sarper and Shikina disagreed over the idea of having kids or him still keeping trophies that reminded him of the 2,500-plus women he'd bedded before her. While Sarper moved to the US on 90-Day Fiancé Season 11, he was not too keen on marrying Shikina and only did it because the clock on his K-1 visa was ticking, and he wanted to be together with her. Sarper and Shikina eventually married in a unique 90-day fiancé wedding on a bed. While theirs was celebrated as the 90th wedding in the 90-day fiancé franchise, it fizzled quickly. What Sarper and Shikina revealed about their marriage on Tell All. Sarper and Shikina reveal major issues at the reunion. Sarper and Shikina arrived separately at the reunion in New York. Sarper admitted he regretted marrying Shikina. He said they would have been happier if they hadn't gotten married. Sarper told host Sean Robinson that their married life was a roller coaster with its ups and downs. Shikina claimed that their honeymoon period was over really fast, and they didn't even have a honeymoon. It appears Sarper also never bought Shikina a wedding ring. Shikina said that their dynamic changed after Sarper came to America, and he struggled to fit in and live in her space, via Extra TV. Just everything changed after we got married and that was my biggest fear and it just came true as per Shikina. Sarper going through really bad depression brought up a lot of anger from him and her. Sarper had always been a control freak, and losing control in his new life made him feel depressed. He said he didn't like the marriage because it brought a lot of new responsibilities and duties into his life. He felt that being dependent on Shikina was the biggest nightmare in his life. Both of their egos were big, and they clashed, leading to an avalanche of issues. Sarper and Shikina had been sleeping in separate rooms. Sarper and Shikina never wanted to get married. Sarper and Shikina rejected traditional marriage plans. In October 2023, Shikina and Sarper were one of the new couples introduced to 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way viewers during Season 5. During Q&A sessions on their individual Instagram stories after their debut, both answered fan questions about potential wedding plans. They each revealed they had no intention of walking down the aisle anytime soon. Shikina was the first to be asked when a wedding might happen, after one follower commented, "Can't wait to see you both as husband and wife," prompting her to explain that marriage wasn't currently in their plans. Shikina responded to a fan's question by posting a mirror selfie of herself and Sarper in an elevator. Alongside the photo, she shared her perspective on marriage, writing, "Thank you, but we don't really feel like we need to be married in order to be happy together forever." She further elaborated, calling marriage a cultural conditioning and dying institution. Still, Shikina added that if Sarper were to propose, she would say yes, showing she remained open to the possibility. That being said, "I would still say yes if he asked. He's my forever person," Shikina confessed when asked by a fan on Instagram, "Will we be seeing a wedding and children in the future?" Sarper responded with a photo of himself kissing Shikina. In his reply, he downplayed the importance of a formal ceremony, writing, "Wedding is just a signature on paper. The main thing is putting that signature to heart." His comment suggested that emotional commitment held more value to him than a legal marriage, reflecting the couple's unconventional approach to their relationship. Sarper admitted to getting depressed. Sarper missed the Shikina he met in Turkey. Sarper admitted to experiencing depression after relocating from Turkey to Los Angeles to be with Shikina. In a vulnerable moment, he revealed that his emotional state fluctuated between feeling like a 10 or a 1, but he was mostly a 1, indicating persistent low moods. He described feeling useless and overwhelmed by his new environment and lifestyle. At one point, Sarper even confessed he considered buying a one-way ticket back to Turkey to escape the emotional burden. His struggles highlighted the serious mental toll the transition and cultural shift had on him. A major source of Sarper's depression was the sudden loss of independence. Unable to work in the US until after marriage, he felt financially and personally restricted. He openly said he felt like an inmate, frustrated by the lack of freedom in his day-to-day life. Accustomed to being active and self-sufficient in Turkey, Sarper found the adjustment difficult and emotionally draining. The contrast between his old life and the limitations he now faced in Los Angeles left him feeling trapped, deepening his depression and straining his relationship with Shikina. Shikina had to make sacrifices in her career. Love came at a cost for Shikina. Shikina is a licensed esthetician with over 20 years of experience and made significant career sacrifices to support her relationship with Sarper. Frequent trips to Turkey disrupted her ability to maintain a steady client base, causing financial strain. After relocating to Los Angeles, she lived in a small, costly apartment that doubled as her workspace, limiting business growth. Additionally, Sarper's visa restrictions prevented him from working, increasing financial pressure on Shikina. Despite these challenges, she remained committed to their relationship, balancing her professional sacrifices with her personal goals. Sarper's bad boy lifestyle still haunts him. Sarper misses his independence after settling down. Sarper was once known for his wild, bad boy lifestyle in Turkey, openly admitting to having slept with over 2,500 women. He embraced a carefree, party-filled life, gaining a reputation as a charismatic playboy who enjoyed dating multiple women without commitment. However, when Sarper met Shikina, he made a deliberate decision to leave that lifestyle behind. Determined to prove his seriousness, he gave up his partying and casual relationships to focus on building a committed, stable partnership with her, showing a more mature and devoted side. Despite his commitment to Shikina, Sarper has admitted to missing his past life at times. The excitement, freedom, and social connections he once enjoyed are difficult to forget. Adjusting to a quieter, more responsible lifestyle hasn't been easy, and he has reflected on the fun and wild experiences he left behind. These feelings reveal the personal sacrifices Sarper made for love, highlighting the tension between his desire for stability and the pull of his former bad boy identity. Sarper was fiercely independent, living a playboy lifestyle filled with freedom to meet and date many women without commitment. He enjoyed the excitement and control that came with this life. However, after meeting Shikina, his world changed. She often tracked his location, causing tension and limiting his independence. Sarper has expressed regret, wishing he had never met her, as the relationship forced him to give up his carefree lifestyle. This loss of freedom and constant oversight left him feeling trapped and conflicted about his new life. Shikina can never fully trust Sarper. Sarper's history creates doubt in Shikina's mind. Shikina struggled to trust Sarper due to his past and ongoing behavior. Sarper admitted to being intimate with nearly 3,000 women, which deeply unsettled her. Despite his claims of faithfulness, Shikina remains skeptical, questioning whether he can truly change. She has said, if he can't own up to his mistakes, he does not have the type of character I need in a man, and I can't be with him. Past relationships and accusations of dishonesty have intensified her doubts, leaving their future uncertain and their bond strained even after 90 Day Fiancé Season 11 ended. Tom Sandoval of 90 Day Fiancé, fans react to Sarper and Shikina's marriage falling apart. In the latest 90 Day Fiancé Tell-All special, a sneak peek released by Extra TV on June 19, 2025, revealed emotional moments between Sarper Güven and Shikina Garner as they opened up about their marital struggles. Although the couple had a private wedding earlier in the season, it appears that life after saying I do hasn't been as smooth as they expected. The clip, Shikina begins to cry while talking about how everything shifted after marriage. She says, "Everything changed after we got married. And that was my biggest fear, and it just, came true." Sarper echoes her concerns, admitting that he also feared change and now finds himself in a place of emotional difficulty, especially after relocating to the US and moving into Shikina's home. Their conversation quickly became a trending topic online. Fans compared Sarper to Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval, pointing out similarities in emotional behavior and deflection. Some viewers also noted that Sarper's statements about not liking the marriage felt dismissive. Fans took to X, reacting strongly to what they saw in the preview and questioning whether the couple could overcome their differences. Guys. Sarper is the Tom Sandoval of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. One fan commented. I'm assuming 'cause they're married now Sarper thinks he is the man of the house and what he says goes. I think he has the 1950s housewife guide that he expect her to follow, another user wrote. Sarper hates being married, an ex-user said. Well, Sarper and Shikina's wedding is certainly unique, a tweet read. Fans said their 90 Day Fiancé wedding was boring, and some questioned why the couple rushed into such an intimate ceremony despite their ongoing issues. Sarper and Shikina's wedding was very unserious but also boring, a fan wrote. Can we be done now with Shikina and Sarper? They've been on long enough. They're annoying and boring. They have enough plastic between them to open a bottling plant. Move on, another user commented. I'm not buying Sarper and Shikina's storyline, one netizen tweeted. Shikina and Sarper really got married in a bed at their hotel room? That was an awkward ceremony, one tweet said. Sarper admits, I don't like the marriage as Shikina breaks down in tears in 90 Day Fiancé tell-all.